Hello there, my name is Richard. The first time you see my channel, I used to review cartoon series, anime series, so something completely random. And today I'm going to do first impression of Casagrandes. Before I start this first impression, I have to say one thing that, believe it or not, Victor Valentino supposed to be like Casagrande. In fact, the creator actually may have an interview by Pan Pizza, if I remember, I looking below that little interview, that he actually explained when he decided to make this to the pilot from Cartoon Network, he decided to kill two birds with one stone and show in Nickelodeon. But Nickelodeon liked the idea, wanted to buy it first, but instead they wanted to change the idea of Victor Valentino and strip it down completely bare bone, because they wanted to make it kind of like Hey Arnold. So the creators say no, because you take away what was so special. It's the kind of the mystery magic kind of deal. So yeah, the reason that talking about this is because Casagrandes was created to basically copy Victor Valentino, but just bare bones. In fact, this is the reason why Casagrandes was existed, because Nickelodeon demanded, or I guess demanded, I don't know what exactly happened in the studio, but it's more understanding why this was created. It's because they wanted something like Victor Valentino, because they didn't, because it's the right thing to do, because they want to be happy in the social justice warrior kind of scene. No, it's because of where the money goes. I mean, this is the reason why they created Casagrandes. It's sort of despicable because they don't care. They only care about the cash. But because it's something kind of horrible, something horrible always something comes good. And one of the good part is the people who created Casagrandes took this as advantage to make a good show. So yeah, every time something bad happens, so something horrible or kind of not done for the right purposes, you can take advantage of the good reason to make something good. And Casagrandes is that. It's something good. It's something, a really well passionate show, because honestly, like the Loud House, you really enjoy that show, you enjoy Casagrandes. It's one of those that it really kind of deliver of the passion when it has in the original show, with a kind of wholesome, good, but almost feel like Hey Arnold. That's the reason why it feels like Hey Arnold, because that's kind of wanted it, but a different race. Anyway, it is just pretty wholesome good. I can't really say much about it, but of course, I can't say a lot, because some of the episodes I've seen, the first 3 or 4 episodes, it's basically kind of like cliche of the old like 80s, 90s sitcom. Usually old tropes, old ideas, old chemistry, but it works because how do you deliver it. Also is that each episode kind of 10 minutes long, except for the first episode is a 20-minute episode. It's all about the Rainy Ann finds a new friend, and she kind of moved in a building, but she finds out that everybody wants that new apartment for themselves, so she kind of set it like a trap so nobody could get it, only her friend. Yeah, it's kind of cliche, but it's the best way how to introduce all the other characters and how they interact. But to be fair, you don't really need this kind of formula, because how most of the characters you kind of know, because Loud House, you get to know them, but this one you get a little bit more the secondary characters a little bit more, and sort of show you the dynamic. But all of that, the show, it's fun, it's enjoyable. Of course, if you didn't like Loud House, yeah, it could be difficult to enjoy, but they do fix sort of formula, actually improve it, that kind of like what Laho does, that kind of Licking Out reappears, explains everything, like the lesson, breaking the fourth wall. They kind of got rid of this show because that method is kind of old, and it also feels you don't trust your audience to understand the story and the lesson. This is the way I prefer, it's better. You trust your audience, you trust the people who watch this series, because you know how to tell a story. You don't need to hold your hand. That's what makes this series so good. Now the second episode, another cliche, is basically a mystery who kind of raised the bill because their grandparents can't pay the bill, and also they want to celebrate their anniversary, but they don't have the money because the bill is too high, and basically find out who does this in a very hilarious way, because this kind of hilarious and let you explore more about the characters. It also sort of worked. You also have the third episode is all about kind of finding your spot in the apartment, because there's so many people, you kind of figure out where to go to have fun in your own, something you call your own, to give your me self now works. But the interesting part is also once more, it's all about the new characters, all about introducing how they act and learning sort of lesson. But I like it that Rainy Ann, her best friend, sort of found accidentally kind of like a secret spot, a secret room that only they know, and they actually abuse this. But the sad part is every person they kind of pass through, they feel guilty not giving their space. He ask them, you like our spot, our space. Just anytime you want us to give you a small space, space room for you, just tell us. Did everyone in the whole building tell them that? And you feel them feel so guilty. You feel them so guilty that actually explain to them, well, we found the special room for anyone who want to use it for our own kind of meantime, in other words. That itself, it shows you, yeah, the show is sort of growing and developing. But of course, this is the first couple episodes. Yeah, I could be completely wrong, because usually when the great show starts, you feel, oh, this could be the greatest thing ever. But no, it can easily fall down and burn and crash. But luckily for right now, it's still good. It's still charming. It feels so sweet. If you want to see a really good, wholesome, sweet, down-to-earth show, Casagrandes is your show. Especially if you don't like a lot of house. I mean, this one is a little better because it has a kind of city feeling. Something like kind of like Hey Arnold. But the only difference is they didn't copy that one important thing that is kind of rough and tough, kind of assholes, kind of city that everybody you talk to could be an asshole or couldn't not. That's the only thing I kind of wish they should have copied to give it more emphasis and more passion of the hopefulness of the show. But once more, they didn't, but that's okay because the show is still very good. It's still developing. You never know, the show could get a little bit more darker, a little bit more deeper or anything like that because it's still, the show is brand new and I enjoy it. And I also like how they represent how the Mexican family works. Usually everything you see in this show, anything about Mexicans, how they act, is sort of right, but at the same time everybody has their own different experience. Doesn't mean that every Mexican had the same kind of family. Everybody have this different moments, different things, in other words. But this show is still work. Even if you're not Mexican, you still enjoy it, you still relate to it because of how precious and consuming each character gives you. It's the fact, the timing of each character in relationships and the wholesomeness that each character gives each other make this show worth watching, but you don't have to be Mexican to enjoy that because that's all families. All of that, I can say really nothing bad. Well, I mean, one thing is that how Nickelodeon promote this, and this reasons kind of pissed me off because I barely find out about they got the first appearance of the first few episodes. And just the last second, I actually find out this actually basically a first peek of the show. Supposedly be in October, but no, it's right now. So I'm kind of pissed off because Nickelodeon did not promote it correctly. When I mean correctly, they only promoted it on their channel, on TV, not online, not on Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube. Only on the TV. You know, on top of that, you don't have your own intro, and you're also tricking people to watch this show. It feels more they don't have confidence, or they're incompetent how to promote it. It's a lot of questions like that. You also, I understand, the intro is not ready to show, so they have to use a Dollhouse intro. But all of that, that's the only thing I have to complain because I feel that's kind of shady. But other than that, I enjoy it. If you like it, I recommend it. I mean, you like La House, I recommend it. If you don't, I still recommend to try a few episodes. Maybe you change your mind, who knows? Well, I got nothing else to say. Just don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment below, and have a wonderful day. Bye.